I get into his car. He says, "This is a really nice area you live in. Are you new here?" And I said, "Yeah, I just moved here 5 months ago." He goes, "Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling this." And I said, "What?" He said, "This. I'm not feeling it."
If you want to go on coffee dates, by all means, go ahead, but you get what you're willing to accept.
A coffee or a walk is a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked.
So you're spending all this money on yourself to walk out the door to show up to a date that's literally worth at maximum $15 to $20.
So at that moment, he messages me and says, "Hi, I am seeing someone. I'm sorry if I misled you, but I'm not interested. But if you want to get together with us, that would be great."
You got me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back again. EK real spicy. Let's go ahead and get into these clips from the wall. Link in the description.
Hey, but this better be good, god damn it!
A coffee or a walk is a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home. Works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're going to try to get me drawn to take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're going to pick me up. We're going to come to the restaurant. We're going to see your table manners. We're going to see what you order. We're going to see you hold your chopsticks correctly. We're just going to, study you a bit. Okay? So dinner it is.
How about no? You're not going to go over me with a fine-tooth comb and analyze me on my dime and my time. No, sir. Meanwhile, all she's proven to be is a headache and a liability.
Here's why I will never again go on another coffee date. Someone recently asked me out on a coffee date, and I thought about it, and my immediate response that popped into my head was no. And here's why. As a girl, to get ready, it's very, very expensive to actually get ready and look presentable for a date. If you take into consideration the hair products, the makeup products, the skincare products, the outfit, if you're Ubering, if you're driving, the gas to get there. So you're spending all this money on yourself to walk out the door to show up to a date that's literally worth at maximum $15 to $20. My full face of makeup, because I go to Sephora, quite literally costs more than it is for this person, whoever it would be, to take me on a date. And also what that says to me is that this person does not want to put actual effort into taking me out on a real date. And I'm not saying that this needs to be an extravagant dinner or an extravagant date. I'm not saying it has to be super expensive. But what I do expect is effort and a plan in place. And if I don't even have that, then I'm not going. And if I really want Starbucks, I'll just Uber Eats it to my house.
Another independent woman complaining about being an adult. Come on, man. What's going on? What's going on in the water? It's getting super annoying. No matter how little sense this makes, they still parrot this reasoning. Get it through your thick skull that nobody owes you anything. You're already starting off as a liability from jump, and we barely even met. Most guys want to know who they meeting. They don't want to talk to a mask. Knowing damn well she doesn't look like she's portraying to be, and she acts like she's out of your league because she spent money to look better than what she actually looks. If you can't look good without all the extra fluff, I wouldn't want it anyway.
I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. If you want to still go on free dates and walking dates with guys in 2025, you can, but you get what you're willing to accept.
Well, that's good, right? Because contrary to what some would have us believe, the first few dates are actually for two people to get to know each other to see if they're compatible. There's no need to spend a lot of money on the first few dates. But go on.
If you want to go on coffee dates, by all means, go ahead, but you get what you're willing to accept. You can go over to a guy's house for a first date and watch movies. You can.
Isn't it just nice that they gave their blessings on that?
But know that you're going to get what you're willing to accept. And if he's not going to put an effort to get you, he's not going to put an effort to keep you.
I'm sure this might come as a foreign concept to some, but effort doesn't always equal the amount of money spent.
So, I would generally suggest working on your self-worth and raising your standards, but that's just me.
By the way, those that actually already have self-worth and self-esteem don't need to rely on the opinions of others to make them feel better.
Man, look, these women are single because they keep thinking money is the only effort that matters. It just shows that many of these types of women don't date with the right intentions. like they would like you to believe. Otherwise, they would have a much different approach to dating.
So I think I just got rejected for the first time in my life. This guy and I had been talking on Hinge for a little bit. He came to pick me up. I get into his car. He says, "This is a really nice area you live in. Are you new here?" And I said, "Yeah, I just moved here 5 months ago." He goes, "Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling this." And I said, "What?" He said, "This, I'm not feeling it." I said, "Okay, no problem, but can I ask why?" He said, "I was hesitant about online dating and I'm just not feeling it." Look at me.
And then many wonder why they are such smash and dash candidates. Did you prefer that he just told you what you wanted to hear? A wolf in sheep clothing, just waiting to hit it and then ghost you instead? Because you got guys like that. He at least told you what was the deal. And she said, "Look at me." Obviously the guy was attracted to you in the beginning, but something turned him off. So she's definitely not telling the whole story, as you might assume. But if anything, he told you straight up, right? It's not gonna work out. And so many women really wish that they can just give a guy their presence and that's all they need. But I hate to break it to them, those days are ending.
I think you're ready for the epic scumbag dating story. Okay, I meet a guy and he starts to message me. Meet me here, we're going to be there later, do you want to come over? None of this happened. Days later, I happen to be going someplace that he says he's going, and he comes there. And I see him for a couple of hours, and he's very nice. And the next day, he's messaging me, "Hi, beautiful, and I can't wait to see you again, and we looked good together," and just like flirty, nice, cute stuff. And I intend to see him again. After that group of messages, I start to see that some of them have been deleted. There's a picture of himself, there's a video of himself, and one out of the two is deleted. A couple of messages, it seemed arbitrary because I couldn't remember exactly which ones he deleted, but I know one was a video. So I was wondering why he chose to keep some and delete some. I thought, oh, is he married? Is he trying to make someone jealous? Is someone looking at his phone? I didn't think that. The people doing my hair, and I did a video with you guys, and you were like, "Who's behind you?" Those people said that. And so, whatever, noted. Didn't let him know that I knew that. At one point in the texting on another platform said, "Hey, is everything okay? Because you deleted some." No, everything's great, with real drippy language. No problem. So now it's a couple of weeks gone by, and I'm supposed to see him again, and he's messaging, and he's voice noting, and heart emojiing, and just all the things. Okay, someone calls me and says, "Are you dating this guy because he has a girlfriend?" Or someone says he has a girlfriend, and I'm like, this is exactly what happened. He messaged me and pursued me for like 4 days, then I finally saw him for a couple of hours. Haven't seen him since. If he has a girlfriend, congrats, mazel tov. So, at that moment, he messages me and says, "Hi, I am seeing someone. I'm sorry if I misled you, but I'm not interested. But if you want to get together with us, that would be great." And I then went over to our exchange that we originally had, and he had deleted in both places his side of the conversation. The good news is, after I was getting my hair done that day, when there were red flags, charming as a red flag, I screen grabbed everything, and I even had the voice memos. So my response to his cute little, sorry to have misled you was, "Hi, friend," with his name. It's very important that we tell the truth. Like I was talking to a 3-year-old, okay? It's very important. I hope you are having a with us. That would be great. And I then went over to our exchange that we originally had, and he had deleted in both places his side of the conversation. The good news is, after I was getting my hair done that day, when there were red flags, charming as a red flag, I screen grabbed everything, and I even had the voice memos. So my response to his cute little, sorry to have misled you was, "Hi, friend," with his name. It's very important that we tell the truth. Like I was talking to a 3-year-old, okay? It's very important. I hope you are having a wonderful day. XOXO. Here are some of the voice notes. Kissy emojis. Here are the things that you sent me just in case you need me to remind you when you decide to tell little fibs like that to people. Okay? And just remember, I was trained in a zoo by animals, so I have receipts. We see each other, okay, honey pie? And It's wonderful that you have a girlfriend. That would have been something that would have been nice for you to tell me. Big kiss.
He probably just wanted to smash, then pass while his girl was out of town. He might have even wanted to just get something going for a side piece, right? Definitely not the smoothest dude. Definitely not my style, but that's the type of guy that you're dealing with at this stage. And you probably will be dealing with so long as you stay on that high horse, where many women like this will be the casual option more often than not. This is the wall that guys speak about. Now, it could also be just him making it up so that he can move on easier. So many women want a specific reason when you decide to move on from them, especially when it's kind of abrupt, where they was really into you and now all of a sudden he moving on, right? And some guys may not want to spell it out because it just leads to more drama. So he might say he has a girl so he can move on easier to other options. Either way, not the best approach, but that's why I say it's best to have deep conversations up front. Get on the same page before you start spending money, time, and focus on dates. Like, what's the point of getting all lovey-dovey, thinking that you guys are cool, and you haven't even really gotten into the nitty-gritty and having these deep conversations to really get to know each other. You just have the lust, and you might start out doing that and getting touchy-feely, but y'all haven't mentally connected yet. Right? You don't know what type of program each other's on. You don't know what type of principles that you're living by. So it can get washed away real quick. So again, to get a true judge of each other's character and proceed without all the distractions, you got to use dates for what they're for, right? And maybe people might have better results. But yes, sir. Hit me in the comments. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Like, share, subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Got a lot more in store. But this my time on this one. EK Real Spicy signing out, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. And like that, be easy. Gone.